Welcome back, everyone. Joe here from Joe's Outdoor Experience. Thank you for clicking on this video. Just want to start off thanking everyone who recently subscribed to the channel, everyone that's liked and or commented on the channel too. I really appreciate it all. So today's actually October 31st. It's Halloween. It's about 4 o'clock. It's raining. It's not too nice out today, actually. The video that I'm actually going to post later on is yesterday, October 30th. It's opening weekend of muzzleloader season. We went out, we set a ground blind up on top of my parents' property on the edge of some really big white oak trees. We had this big buck that we haven't seen this year come in. He was an 8+. I didn't really look at the rack after I clearly saw 4 on one side. I'm not sure about the inner tines. But he came in from about 75 yards, beelined it, got as close as about 30 yards. Harry was on the camera and he had the rangefinder. I had my Thompson Center 50 cal muzzleloader with my Vortex scope ready to go. And as you'll see in the video, I actually had to change it out to my CVA Wolf with no scope. I have a little bit of issue seeing colors. This isn't clickbait. We did not harvest the deer. If you don't want to watch it through, that's totally fine. But like I said, this isn't clickbait. We did not harvest him. He came in, we sat there. I was actually trying to troubleshoot. It turns out it was the primer, the 209 primer cap. It was defective on one corner of it. So after the buck passed, I had time to open up the breech and check in that primer. And it was defective. So I put another one in. I was actually able to pull back on the hammer. With the hammer not working, I had to go with the CVA, the Wolf, which is a fantastic. It was perfect. It's just it was iron sights, and I didn't feel comfortable trying to harvest this animal. I would like to thank Jeff from Whitetail Habitat Solutions. I've been watching his videos for a better part of 4 to 5 years, and since I moved down here, the year before I moved down here, so 2019, I started implementing some of the strategies and stuff that he's taught, and he gives it free on his YouTube channel. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It is fantastic. So we've been going in slowly, making changes and chipping away and doing changes, and even approaching the stands differently. How Jeff and Dylan explain it, and if you read through the comments, you read everyone else's success stories too that are in there, and it really does. It's game changing. So we approach this ground blind from the bottom of a hill going up. The elevation change is about 75 feet. It's about a half a mile, a little less than half a mile up the hill at the end of the property. The wind was blowing in our face. The wind was northeast, blowing. It was between 0 and 3 miles an hour. It wasn't much of a wind, much of any kind of wind actually. But it was enough that he never even smelt us. We were definitely downwind of him. We approached, it was about 60 degrees right before this rainstorm today, this weather system coming in. When we got into the ground blind, we had it all set up, slowly unzippered the sides. He came in from the neighbor's farm on the far end, came in about 75 yards, walking straight towards us to this acorn spot, a whole white oak area. He was there with us for about 15, 16 minutes, and then slowly walked towards, we have 2 food plots about 150 yards on the other side of the property. So we were kind of intercepting them. I'm going to post some pictures of the bucks we have over the last few years, but following what Jeff has said and implementing his strategies really has been incredible for what we've seen on our property. We don't use the quads, the UTVs, any kind of we don't use anything that makes a lot of noise going towards the stands. I understand when we're working, cutting down trees, using the tractors, we're not actually in there hunting. We're not giving them any kind of pressure. But when we're actually in there hunting, we make it so that they have no clue that we're there, and it's been wildly successful for us. And I would like to thank Jeff and Whitetail Habitat Solution for everything that they provide on their channel, and it's 100% free, and it really is game changing. So if you want, watch the video. We did not harvest him again. He did pass, and Thank you again for everyone that is watching, all the subscribers, and everyone who has liked and commented on our channel. Thank you so much.